Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a grocery haul for you. Also, we'll have a meal plan at the end of the video, so check that out. If you guys did not know, I am doing Simply Filling this week. If you want to know what Simply Filling is, I'll leave a couple links down in the description box. It is a program that Weight Watchers used to support, so it is part of the Weight Watcher family. But anyway, I don't do it exactly what they call a Simply Filling purist. I do make some substitutions, which has always worked for me, so just wanted to let you guys know that if any of you have been around for a while and you know how the program works, you may say, you know, something is not Simply Filling, and I'll let you guys know those things as I go through my grocery haul. So this is just part of it. This is just from Costco and from Walmart, and then tomorrow I am going to do my regular grocery pickup at Fred Meyer's, so you will see both of those clips in this video, but I just wanted to let you know, so that's why I'll be kind of a little bit disjointed. So I will let you know what the points are, and I'll let you know which things are Simply Filling and which ones are not. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So one thing I always get at Costco is their chicken. I always do take the skin off of it. I actually don't even enjoy like chicken skin anyway, so even if I wasn't on any kind of weight loss plan, I still would take the skin off. But I am going to be using this in a chicken salad and also in a recipe that you guys will be seeing. Now technically the dark meat I don't believe is Simply Filling. I cannot remember. I actually should have looked at that before I got on here, but anyway, so I would count any points for the dark meat because I do use the whole thing. I don't just only use the white meat. So anyway, there is the rotisserie chicken. I picked up some frozen broccoli. I just like to have these on hand for side dishes. I don't actually have a plan right now for these, but anytime you can be used for a side dish. So this, of course, though, is Simply Filling and 0 smart points. Just picked up some coffee. I usually just pick whatever just stands out to me. Not real super picky, so this is a medium dark. This is just so cheap at Walmart, so I like to pick these up when I'm there. Now, as far as the breads go, so you guys know I'm not a huge fan of these Thomas Light English muffins, but I thought since I'm doing Simply Filling, these are Simply Filling, and I'm going to be making some breakfast sandwiches, which these aren't too bad as breakfast sandwiches. So I'll be doing that. You guys will see that in meal prep tomorrow. But anyway, these are just 100 calories. So the criteria on bread for Simply Filling, I will also put some little notes down below in the description box as well, but I'm going to link you to a video that Sheree and Molly did that was kind of it was a live video, but it's kind of, I think they're calling it Simply Filling 101. I'm going to link that so you guys can see that because I have a lot of questions that they answer about Simply Filling. But I believe the criteria for Simply Filling for bread is under 100 calories. They have to be at least 42 grams for a serving. They have to have like a certain amount of fiber in them. So like these are 57 grams. These have 8 grams of fiber, which is fantastic. And then like a certain amount of like sodium or something has to be less than a certain amount of sodium. But anyway, so these are Simply Filling. I'll be using these for breakfast sandwiches. What I was trying to find were, what I used to use were the Oro Wheat pockets. They are 100 calorie pockets. I really liked those a lot more. I love these Joseph pita breads, but I like those pockets a lot more. But I went ahead and picked these up because these are Simply Filling. I'll be using it for my chicken salad I will be making. So these are really good though. I only can find them at Walmart though, so I have to make a special trip to get to these. Okay, here's where I don't know, but I'm going to make my own determination. So this is the sugar-free barbecue sauce, and yes, you can have, I think, one tablespoon of this anyway for 0 smart points, so it would make it, you know, kind of Simply Filling, because anything 0 smart points, of course, is free on Simply Filling. But here's the thing with this sugar-free barbecue sauce. So a lot of condiments are 0 points, or are like what they call Simply Filling. So like ketchup and steak sauce, teriyaki, reduced sodium teriyaki sauce, all of those fat-free dressings, which I don't like fat-free ranch, so I will be using regular ranch, like the Skinny Kitchen ranch that I always make, that I will be using that when I do Simply Filling and just count the points for it. But anyway, I feel like this should be Simply Filling. Now, barbecue sauce is not on the list, but this is sugar-free, and like I said, if regular ketchup, which has sugar in it, this has no sugar in it, I don't see, and it's only 10 calories, so in my mind, I'm counting this as Simply Filling. Like I said, I don't know if these were around when Simply Filling was around. I don't know if that's why this is not on the list, but on the list I could find it's not on there, but I am going ahead and counting it as Simply Filling. So This is going to be in a salad that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So stay tuned for that on meal prep day because I'm making it for meal prep. Okay, another thing, almond milk. So they have soy milk on the list for Simply Filling, and they have skim milk, but they do not have almond milk. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because these were not really around a lot when Simply Filling was around, but it's only 30 calories, 2.5 grams of fat. You know, there's no sugar, so in my mind, I count this as Simply Filling. I only use this for cooking. I'll use the skim milk for my coffee and stuff, but the almond milk, I just prefer to use that for certain things. So in my mind, again, like I said, I feel like this is Simply Filling, and if you don't want to use soy milk and you need to use a non-dairy alternative, I don't see why you cannot use almond milk or cashew milk, because it's a lot less calories and stuff than skim milk. I picked up a big thing of organic spring mix at Costco for salads. These are one of my favorite types of apples, the Envy apples at Costco. Okay, here's another one. So, grape nuts. I wasn't sure. I had I put an SOS out asking if anybody knew if this was Simply Filling or not. So, but here's the criteria on cereals. It has to be less than 1 gram of sugar, has to be more than 3 grams of fiber, and I think the serving size had to be a certain amount. So here's the thing. So of course it's 58 grams a serving, so that's fine. The fat is 1 gram. The fiber is 7 grams, so it's even more than the 3 grams it has to be at least, but the sugars are 5 grams, but it's 0 added sugars. Oh, whole grain, that's the other criteria for a Simply Filling cereal. So this has 5 sugars, but it has whole grains and there's no added sugar in here. So the sugar obviously is coming from one of the grains, probably the malted barley, I imagine, I'm not sure. But I'm just going to count this as Simply Filling. Again, my choice, and I'm going to be doing pretty much this right here, making some parfaits out of it. I love grape nuts. I like Cheerios too, but I really love grape nuts, and so I'm just going to use this as my choice of Simply Filling cereal, and we'll just see how it goes. My Walmart finally had their fat-free cheddar in, so I picked up some of this. This is not my first choice, of course. I do like regular cheese or just the reduced fat cheese, but I'm just going to go for it this week when I do Simply Filling and just see if I can handle the fat-free cheese. The cauliflower is going to be for a recipe that you guys will be seeing on Sunday with a collab video. So I picked up 2 things of frozen cauliflower. Same with the mixed vegetables. This is going with a recipe video that you will be seeing. Canadian bacon. Okay, so the deal with Simply Filling when it comes to lunch meat. So Canadian bacon, I think most Canadian bacon is Simply Filling. As far as regular deli meat, I believe it has to be less than a half a gram of fat, less than like 450 grams of sodium, and it has to be like a serving size of 2 ounces. So, but I know this Canadian bacon is what I always use before. Plus, you can have 1 slice of this for 0 smart points anyway, and that's all I put on my breakfast sandwiches is 1 slice. So I'm not too worried about it, but here's the stats on this one, and this is a really good, so really the stats don't follow what Simply Filling says, but I remember using this on Simply Filling before. So I'll be using this for the breakfast sandwiches. Raspberries, that just sounded so good, and strawberries. So both of these will be going with my parfaits I'll be making. Pineapple, because they are so cheap at Costco. This humongous watermelon was only $4.99 at Costco, so I had to get that. We all like watermelon here. And you guys know this is one of my favorite salads that I like to get at Costco. Now, of course, the salad dressing I never use anyway. And the salad dressing that I will use with this, I'll have to count points for because it's the sesame ginger from Newman's. And it is not Simply Filling. I don't like most fat-free dressings. I can handle the Italian and I can handle the Thousand Island, but I will not do the ranch because the ranch is not good. But the sesame seeds and the cashews and the wonton strips will not be, and the almonds will not be Simply Filling, but I will go ahead and just count the points for those when I have this. And plain non-fat Greek yogurt, yes, that is a Simply Filling, and this is what I'll be using to make the parfaits, and I'll be making those this weekend. So stay tuned now for the rest of my haul, and then you'll go into the meal plan. Here is the rest of the grocery haul. So I have some chicken tenders. This will be for a lunch and also for one of the dinners this week. For the burger and the bowls, I have the 93.7 lean ground beef. This is simply filling. And then this is going to be for the Mexican dish, and this is the 96.4 lean, so of course this is simply filling as well. And eggs, of course, are 0 points or simply filling. This is the coffee I like to use for my cold brew coffee. This is the coarse ground. A really good simply filling snack is the 94% fat-free popcorn. So I'm going to take these to work. That way I have, something to snack on when I'm at work. And these are the mini bags, although since this is a no count food on simply filling, you actually can have, you don't have to weigh or measure it. You can have the bigger bags if you want, but just to control, my snacking, I got the mini bags. Skim milk is no count, so I will be using this for my coffees. Fat-free cheeses is also no count on simply filling, so I will be having these on my breakfast sandwiches. And one thing I will count points for is the Skinny Kitchen Ranch, because I do not like fat-free dressing. I don't like the fat-free ranch dressing, I should say. So I will be making some Skinny Kitchen Ranch. So I have the buttermilk for that, and then I have 2 of the buttermilk packets, and then I already have the light mayo in the refrigerator. So that's what I'll be using, and I will just be counting points for that. I'm also using this in a recipe that you guys will be seeing tomorrow in meal prep. Black beans, I'm going to actually turn these into seasoned black beans, so I'll show you guys how I do that in meal prep video tomorrow. Tomato sauce, I can't remember which recipe this is for, but as long as there's no sugar added in here, then it is simply filling. So it has 2 grams of sugar, but 0 added sugars. That's natural from the tomatoes, but as you can see, there are no added sugars in this. And I did pick up some fat-free mayo. I'll be using this for the chicken salad I'll be having for lunch next week. I would use this in the ranch dressing mix, but because I'm already counting points for it and it doesn't drop it down too much in points, I'm just gonna go ahead, because this is like a small container, and this was like $3.60 for a 15-ounce container, but this is no count on simply filling. I picked up salsa. I cannot remember which recipe this is for. I want to say it was the Mexican zucchini beef recipe, but I'm not positive. But there's no added sugars in this salsa, so it is no count and also 0 smart points. So you have to watch salsa, especially fresh salsas, because every once in a while you'll see it'll say sugar, and ones that are restaurant style almost always have sugar in them. So I looked this one up before I put it on my grocery order. I'd like to buy frozen onions for when I'm cooking it with recipes where I don't need fresh ones. So I went ahead and just picked up some frozen chopped onions. I forget about these until I'm chopping up a bunch of onions, and I don't like that feeling. I picked up some long grain brown rice. This is simply filling, but what I'll be doing to cut down the carbs a little bit for myself is I'll be mixing this with some riced cauliflower that I already have in the freezer. So I'll cook this up tomorrow in meal prep because brown rice takes so long to cook. And then I'll just do a cauliflower rice, brown rice mixture to use with one of my lunches and one of my dinners this week. I think the rest is produce. So I picked up 2 different kinds of tomatoes. I like to snack on these, but also I am using these for some fresh pico de gallo that I'm making for one of my dinners. Avocados, limes, I think for a couple different recipes called for lime juice, and tomatoes is going to be for that Mexican dish. Carrots, I'm using a few of these carrots are going to be for the buffalo chicken sloppy joes, and then the rest are just for snacking. Jalapeno for that pico de gallo, and I think one other recipe called for jalapenos. Yellow squash, will just be frying this up for my family. I picked up a couple bell peppers. This was for a recipe, and plus I think I'll put some in my chicken salad because I do like it in my chicken salad, but there was also a couple recipes that specifically called for bell peppers. Celery will be for the chicken salad and the buffalo sloppy joes, the buffalo chicken sloppy joes. Zucchinis for that zucchini and beef dish. Green onions for the pico de gallo, plus for just salads. The cilantro is for a couple different recipes, the pico de gallo and one other one. And then the romaine lettuce, I just picked up an extra bag. That is, I cannot remember, there's a recipe that I'm using that for. Oh, the BLT salad that I will be sharing with you guys tomorrow. So that is everything. So let's go into the meal plan. Okay guys, so here is my meal plan for this week, starting Saturday, which is today. So we're either going out to eat or we'll be at the races. So either one, that's where we will be. Sunday, I'm going to do buffalo chicken sloppy joes. This is a simply filling recipe. Also, I will be having these on those multi-grain sandwich slims. So 100% simply filling for the family. They're having beans, kielbasa, and fried squash. I'll be making chicken burrito bowls. This is a completely different recipe than anything that I've made before. Also simply filling, so I will show you guys how I put that together. Family will be having chili dogs. Mexican zucchini. Again, this is kind of like the Mexican beef or zucchini and beef that I used to make, but this is a little bit different, so I thought I'd try a different variation of it. And this one used spiralized zucchini versus just diced up zucchini. I'll be making taco casserole for the family. I didn't make that last week. I'm going to do burger bowls, breakfast for dinner, and then we'll just do leftovers or takeout. So those are the dinners. For breakfast ideas, I will make up those parfaits using those grape nuts and that plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I'll do some breakfast sandwiches. For lunches, I'm going to do just a shredded chicken salad on those pitas. And then another lunch I want to do is a chicken with pineapple salsa, and it'll be like in a bowl with some cauliflower brown rice mixture. So then for meal prep, I want to do this BLT pasta. It just sounded really good. I thought it'd be a good side dish for the buffalo chicken sloppy joes, and also just maybe something to eat on the weekend. It's not 100% simply filling. I am going to use bacon bits instead of bacon to make it less points though, but the rest of it is simply filling, so I just have to count for the bacon bits. I'm going to make up the rice cauliflower mixture I'll be using for the pineapple chicken bowls and the chicken burrito bowls. So that way it's all ready to go. I'll be making the seasoned black beans that go along with those chicken burrito bowls, and then making up that chicken salad. I need pico de gallo for those chicken burrito bowls, and then I want to grill the chicken for that pineapple salsa bowls, and then I'll probably just go ahead and grill the chicken for the chicken burrito bowls as well. Make that pineapple salsa, make up the parfaits, and make up the breakfast sandwiches. So I have a lot of meal prep to do on Sunday. You guys will see that in Sunday's meal prep video. So thank you so much for watching. On the screen here you will see a playlist for all of my grocery hauls that I have on my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.